deluge
My
of
son's
blood
not
is
a
coming
Dorsey.
for you all!
Let him go!
Neelius Dorsey
done
lives.
nothing wrong.
He'll kill you all.
How does it feel now? Bastards! Bastards! This Dorsey scum killed unarmed people. I hope you die slow!
Dorsey scum! How does it feel now? I hope you die slow!
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate. The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace. An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, good day.
God darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorsey.
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes...
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So they're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop. Finally, someone with some spine. I'd do it all myself, but since you're new in town, I figured you'd need to show your mettle.
Josiah, don't you do this. Let these people handle it. They've had plenty of experience by the look of them.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off!
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker says...
Snapping Jimmy Bob's still standing. Dorseys or no Dorseys? You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No new faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city. That's snapping Jimmy Bob, thank you. Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one, and now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle. Oh, that's my prized possession. A genuine pre-apocalypse, fully functional microwave. I can cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with let's.
Hey, take a look at what these marshals and Dorsey's got on them.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't get orders from marshals no more.
The six!
Moving to cover.
Taking the shot! You want to brawl? Knock yourselves out.
Well, have to call the recruiter.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is.
We best stay back.
God damn it! Where are the marshals?
They've got their hands full licking their wounds. You're gonna be waiting a while.
Back up slowly.
Aw, fish sticks. I'm gonna have to disarm that thing myself, ain't I?
Depends on how fond of your fingers you are. And your arms. And your face.
Yeah, let's just keep waiting.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it. Really? That's great news! I'm back in business!
Did you see the Dorseys almost blow up the statue?
Yeah, I was hiding under the bookseller's stall. Marshall stopped him at the last second.
Wouldn't be Market Square without it.
Come on, you Ferris fiend! Turn! Ah, hello there. The name's Theodora Curie. Theo for friends. I need to work on these gate hydraulics, but I always have time to answer some questions. I am the humble son of scientists. My mother and father were on a mission to pursue the possibility of cold fusion. Sadly, they are gone, and my efforts to follow their work has been stymied by immediate dangers. Perhaps one day, I'll have the time to devote to such a... It's simply your standard concrete barrier with Tesla-styled electrical deterrence. Not an absolute marvel of what could be. If we had oil to power the generators, you'd see the glorious effect of thousands of volts of electricity arcing across it, deterring would-be attackers from approaching. Believe me, I understand. Back to the wall.
No time. They're in bad shape, and I don't have the time or tools to save them. Thank you. The things I need most are a suture kit, an injury kit, and a medic pack. Got that? We'll talk more when you come back. What now? Long as you don't mind if I keep working while we talk. Good luck.
hear of car gardens?
You mean where they grow these fine automobiles for our personal use?
Don't get cute.
Sorry.
Anyway, I didn't know they existed until my pa told me to go down to this old man's
station is
farm.
nice enough.
He said he had a
Convoy
few
life
cars we could
is
take.
better.
What we didn't expect
Need
was
help?
50
Talk to Jimmy
VWs in his
Longhall.
garden, hanging around like shrubbery in a rich man.
Haven't seen you folks before. If you're looking for help with your vehicle, you've come to the right place. Eh? Oh, that's Doc Parker. Good thing, too. Those Dorseys hurt a lot of people with that little raid of theirs. We brought as many as we could, the best in Colorado Springs, no lie. He was the Patriarch's personal physician for a while. Took care of all nice Arapaho boy, taking care of the hemorrhoids of the 100 fam. Came home in the end, though. Remembered who he was and set up his clinic here. Been serving the work. This is the Colorado Springs Arapaho Station. We got stations all over Colorado, mostly for fixed. I'm the manager, Jimmy Longhall. That's my crew over there. You need any repairs or alteration, best crew in the business. Co-workers, not employees. I only give the orders 'cause I take the orders, get me? Anyway, Fastback's the old one. Been with the station almost as long as I have. Wrench, the tall fella, thinks he's a heartbreaker, but he's the most sentimental sap you'll ever meet. And Pacer's our newest recruit. At the moment, yeah, driving and wrenching has kind of become the Arapaho brand. We pride ourselves on being the best mechanics and couriers in the West. Sure we do, if they're good enough. Takes a lot of skills to be better than an Arapaho, though. Well, except for those of us who run the stations, we mostly live on the road. The people of, while other folks were eating each other in the suburbs or fighting over mansions in Broadmoor Heights, we kept to the, and when we came back, we came with services people needed. Transportation, protection, anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Let's hope you got another career planned. I give it another 3 months before Pacer leaves you in the dust.
And so what if she does? That means I gotta work harder. Ain't no shame in that.
I'm gonna remind you that you said that.
Make sure you take care of that bike when you get to it.
That rust trap? Why?
Because this was Jimmy Longhall's first car. When it gave up the ghost in the plains, he salvaged what he could, turned it into this monster you see before you. All because he couldn't bear to be separated from his machine.
Welcome to the freshly reopened Taiwan Jones's Import. You didn't hear this from me, Franz, but word is there's still Dorseys all around the city waiting to jump innocents such as yourself. Be sure to stock up with. You want to hear about the wide open seas, my trusty vessel. I have no idea what you're talking about, Franz. Nope. No. Wish that I did, Franz. Born and raised in Colorado. Sardine.
Welcome to Mary Milk Teeth's Morning After Mart. If you did some things last night that you wish you hadn't, I got you. Or maybe you got banged up in the Dorsey raid. I can help with that too. What do you need? Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
What now? Finally. Get started on those patients.
It isn't that bad, is it? Just... It isn't that bad, is it? Just flesh wound, am I right? You should see the other guy.
They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please.
You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts.
What's going on? Did you patch me?
Jumped out of a building to escape the Dorseys. Didn't count on the ground stopping.
We've got everything the doc asked for. We should head back.
My leg! You said it! Ugh, still hurts like a bitch, but maybe I'll actually walk again.
What now? Good. Thank you. I know I've asked a lot of you, and I'm grateful for... You see this girl? She was shot in the head, but there's no exit wound. The bullet's still in. If you let me use the facilities at your HQ, I'll do anything. I'll work as your doctor. I'll fucking juggle for you, Rangers. I just need to save her. Thank you. Thank you. Need anything before I get my stuff together? See you at the base, then.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they say.
Don't take that tone of voice with the Rangers, Lupinski.
Or what, Quan? Fine, fine. It's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experimental farms. And now those Sheriff Daisies say so. Nope. No room for amateurs in this town.
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
To welcome you to the Saul Buchanan Colorado Heritage Museum. You're about to embark on a journey through history as we share with you the people and events that made Colorado what it is today. Our new and improved animatronic exhibits will bring history to life as you learn about the rise of the Patriarch, the unification of the 100 families, and their battles against the Monster Army and the Plains Gangs. The staff...
Why, hello there! My name's Me and my friends here, dedicated, telling the story of old Saul Buchanan and the refounding of... Now, just a stroll from stage to stage. Any questions before you go? Saul Buchanan is far too modest for such egotistical shenanigans. No, sir. It was the 100 families who built this place. Look just like my picture, don't I? Now, wait a minute. I gotta admit, though, I'm looking better than I was. Life's been pretty tough. Well, I don't want to spoil the show, but it begins with Saul's humble start and this... And, in case you were worried, it's suitable for children of all ages. Great! Then our youngest son of the Buchanan clan. Brave survivors of the fall of man.
Well, the Dorseys thought they had a better idea. Believed they could rule by murder and fear. Tried to steal Colorado from our patriarch, but old Saul proved his fight was worse than his bark. Drove out the Dorseys and gave their land to the poor and the needy and the Indians. So mercy for the merciless was his stand. So he hunted the Dorseys to the very last man. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again.
Brave Marshal stopped Dorsey's at Palace Gates. Patriarch alive and safe.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than...
Marshal Quan. Impertinent as ever. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sent... They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve. Oh, to the contrary. It is more merciful than the punishments meted out by the mountain clans or the gangs, as much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not...
And let's be honest, Judge.
No, I do not.
And since you're the law around here,
I guess
I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city, as you know very well. For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff. Proceed. Indeed.
I hope you die slow!
Dorsey scum!
How does it feel now?
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself.
Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please. I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything?
I hope you die.
We should build some more watchtowers.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Kwan. Reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Don't blink. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Murderers! Murderers!
Deputy, how long is the sheriff going to be busy?
As long as it takes, Miss Wesson. You know the trouble that's gone down.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out.
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And I'm glad to hear it. Now the Dorsey's hostages are from the fancy side of town. 100 Families folk. Try to get 'em out of there alive, or I'll never hear. And please, take young Miss Weston with you. I need that girl out of my hair. In fact, I'm gonna insist. I'm telling Lupinski not to let you into the garden without... Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers!
Murderers! I hope you die!
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are. No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 Families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least they rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed. It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technology, but there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in...
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the...
No. But there's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate. I know very little about you, strangers. And even if I trusted you as I would a friend, it is still my family who the Dorseys threaten. At last.
How does it feel now?
Bastards! Get your collar.
much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go on.
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language.
My apologies, Miss West. I meant no disrespect. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see... Hey! You all... Oh, no. They found me.
Get down from there, or we're coming up! You don't want to do that! Oh, yeah. Why not? I've got this whole place rigged to blow, that's why! I don't see no explosives! Where are they? Carefully concealed. If I press this button, it's all dead! Oh, hey! Where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead! You saying I'm a top? Now you take Shake's fancy stabbings!
Enemies alerted.
Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the...
Bellamy!
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to...
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but... My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. God, no, I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them. The PALs, photon amplification lenses. They harness and focus the ambient light. Normally, they maintain a stable temperature for the plants, but they can be adjusted to help power the solar. I once coupled a PAL with a dynamic cross-photon matrix. I was trying to cook some bison steaks, but it incinerated the whole fire pit, melted the entire grill. Goes to show what can happen if you... A while ago, we found some old non-functional solar panels. I couldn't figure out their function at first, until I recovered a microcircuitry board and developed a laser spectrography process. I think they took everyone to their camp.
What about my family?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up. Saved my life. I won't forget it.
Hey! Not much use if I'm dead!
Operational test number, 110. I've adjusted the angle of the solar collectors by 3.12 degrees to improve the energy transmission from the photonic amplification lenses. I've also attached a more sensitive voltmeter to the test panel, so I can hopefully get a more accurate reading of the conversion rate. Everything's set. Here we go. The photon amplification lenses are operating at 60% ambient light, approximately what we would expect on a typical day in Colorado Springs. Checking the voltmeter now. Yes, it's working. Energy storage is 12% above norm. This is better than I hoped. Now, if I can get the storage rate up to 25%, we'll have surplus power running into the batteries each day. For the first time since the deluge of fire, Colorado Springs will have all the electricity it needs. I can't wait to show this to Theo and Megan. They'll be so excited.
die embarrassed.
Dorsey, still breathing. Get their revenge.
That is how it's done.
What's in that pit? No. Can't see a thing. I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this. That was one of the Skylar girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
guys agreed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help.
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them...
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look.
Stop talking right now.
Not forgiveness. We want to face justice. We know what we did. It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your...
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. Farron Brygo's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty. I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly...
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please. Please, Lucia. I love you.
Psychos! You killed Isaac! You'll kill us all!
As I went down in the valley to praise, studying about that good old way and who where the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, Father,
This is not the best way to begin an engagement.
as I went down in the valley to studying about that good old way and who shall wear the robe and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down. Come on down, don't you wanna go down? Oh, mothers, let's go down, down.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over. Roger that, November 1. Maybe let's not talk too loudly about this killing 100 families kids business. Over and out.
You let me shoot him! Never shot anybody before today, and now I've gone and shot my boyfriend. I mean, my ex-boyfriend. And I couldn't even finish him off. I needed your help to do it. Now he's dead, and I'm to blame. Still, I pulled the trigger. The choice was mine. I could have let him live. I need to find the people who steered Isaac wrong. The people who were really responsible. Nelius, Dorsey, and Liberty Buchanan. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. Good. We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have...
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not...
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
Extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Either of you ever worry about getting hitched to a pillory?
Hell yeah! I've always got a smile for the marshals and never piss them off. I stay in line.
Horrible way to go.
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor, put them here and...
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. No more Darcys in my city, and some of my marshals weren't too sure about you. But I see now that they were dead wrong. Old Saul always knows best. Damn right. It's in all our interests to keep the... Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town, and she wants to join up.
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ. Assuming you'll be arresting people now and then?
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshal. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Darcys got into town? Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brago. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Darcys does... In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brago helped the Darcys while you're there, take down Brago for me and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe and I'll owe you another... Always a pleasure, Rangers.
loved this job. Hey, you chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium. My store has every fin you're looking for. Dive on, sardine.
All I did was ask a few questions.